concerning Judah. Judah, of course, talking about what? Talking about the southern Jews, so-called Negro, so-called West Indian nation. All right, go ahead.
For thus said the Lord,
Both kingdoms, Israel, the northern and southern.
right. For thus said the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling.
Right, which is that report. It's going to be a report of what? Of prophecy. So we got the words, okay?
Of fear.
Of fear. Scriptures talk about lamentations going to be woke. Go ahead.
And not of peace.
And not of peace, okay? You know? And that's coming from the Lord. Okay, keep on.
Ask ye now, and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Do a man travail? I'm sorry.
Does travail with child.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins?
Right. With his hands on his loins, because go real quick to why Isaiah chapter 19. All right, real quick, Isaiah 19. I think it's around 15. Let me see. 16. Right quick, and then you're gonna go back
to Isaiah chapter 19, verse 16. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women.
Right. So in that day, which we get into Jacob trouble, when it is full blown hell, lowest state, it's gonna be fucked up, man.
Okay.
All right. Which you can see, like a lot of these people, they already fucked up, but the pride is covering it. You know, they of course coming with a, like I said, a covering over them. Like, yeah, I'm walking around, I got a Gucci bag and stuff. They don't know they in debt. They don't even got, like I said, a lot of these people are homeless, living in their cars and stuff. You know, a lot of course, they said these women suffer from depression. Then you got, they completely through, they lost, you know, a lot of these people, they work and gave all, of course, they life to a job, and they lose all of that. Hey, you're laid off. You're furloughed. We don't need you no more. No. They had, I had promised career. I worked for the federal government. We see what happened in that time. They did the government shutdown last year. You know, you seen that, majority of Americans live paycheck to paycheck.
Yep.
Okay? Go ahead.
Where we don't?
And it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh of hosts.
And the Lord gonna let loose on this motherfucker. You know, you see these niggas out here, they doing it freely and stuff. The Lord gonna let loose his army of all his different various devices of destruction. Okay? It ain't no play. Okay? That's what it is going to be, okay? Because the Lord has brought it. All right, you of course have it because the people have walked in great pride and stuff. You know, the Lord, the city, going to have the city trouble, as the scriptures say. All right? Go ahead. Back to Shemaiah 9.
Okay. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 6. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins?
Right. You know?
Dang.
Scared straight. You know, scared straight. You know, like he went to prison or something like that. You know, that show Scared Straight and stuff. Them dudes go, they take a little young boy, he think he tough and strong. They take him and put him in a little prison and stuff. That's something. With a guard, they got guards on their side. There ain't gonna be no guards on your side. Because look, the Lord ain't your head. He's not your covering.
Nope.
So the Lord gonna what? He's gonna unload on your ass. You gonna be beyond scared straight. Alright, the Lord gonna bring that straightness, that uprightness and correctness when he bring this destruction. Alright?
Right.
That full wrath of his indignation. Yeah.
Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail.
As a woman in travail. As when I'm saying, in these days, men gonna be as women.
Right.
Alright, go ahead.
And all faces are turned into paleness.
Right, like when you see, you know, the dude turning scared, the fear that's coming to him. You know that damn instrument of that Grim Reaper, that shit coming to cut his head off. You know? That's how the days and the time that we gonna see right here. We gonna be in the midst of it. Alright? Don't forget that. We gonna be in the midst of this. Right? So you're going to have to be a man of fear of Yahweh Shah to be able to navigate. All right? So,
we get to the point now?
yeah.
Okay, the point was verse 7.
Uh-huh.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble.
Right, and it's going to be different from all the different days that you ever seen, and different times, of course, of distress of men. It's going to be different from all of that, okay? Different slavery, all right, it's going to be worse. It's going to make slavery look like being, like playing in the sandbox or something. All right? It's going to be out of this world, all right? It's a new creation that Allah has created. All right, the torture, the brain, of course, destruction, your worst nightmare to those who, of course, don't want to get under the right way, live the right fashion of life. All right, go ahead.
A little more. But he shall be saved out of
But
it.
he, the elect, is going to be saved out. That starts with the elect man of the Lord. And then, of course, his household. You know, the men, women, and children, the believers, that's going to lead to the skirt of the garments of the men. All right? Go ahead.
That, a little more?
Yeah, now go to, get yours. And what you got? Greek. Something like that. Not the word. She don't see it. Let me see it. All right, go ahead, read it out.
2 Ezra 16 and 32. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the field thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall go forth thorns, because no man shall tell their fruit. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms.
Right, and it's going to be crazy. Because women in America, they ain't going to have no man. Right? They're married and stuff. Because as, like I said, the precept don't go. It's, which is Isaiah 3. They go, Isaiah 3:25. I read it real quick.
It's Isaiah chapter 3, verse 25. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war.
Right. Of course, different race wars, different calamities. A lot of these women that's dancing and making march, y'all gonna be, of course, what? Fuel for the slaughter. Alright, y'all gonna be, of course, getting ravaged. Alright? You got these troops gonna be coming door to door. You know what? A microchip. All of this. Okay, you're not down for the NWO? Yeah. You're not down for the NWO? Alright? You got stuff that's coming that's gonna what? That's gonna have you either submit if you don't got the power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua with you. That's what we're doing. Alright? You know the dude said, the new world order. You know what it is. What you gonna do when the new world order comes? You don't know what to do. You're gonna get walk. Right. You're gonna 45 the cave in his mouth. So you're gonna fire. Go ahead.
Verse 26. And her gates shall lament and mourn.
Right, her gate shall lament and mourn, because she can see her man, her beta male, who she trusted in, and she just, of course, comforted because he can give her what? She can give her security through his different benefits he got. He got a job, he can give him money, he got millions of dollars or whatever it might be, resources, access to different things. These men are on the a ganan, as the scriptures say, where there's no hedge, the possession thereof is spoiled. You ain't got a head on the elect man. Remember, the elect man will be as a what? A hated place for the women, destruction. Okay? What?
And she being desolate.
She being desolate. Go ahead.
Shall sit upon the ground.
She gonna be sitting on the ground because she what? She humble. She don't know what the fuck to do. You ever see a woman after a fucking argument? She don't know what the fuck to do. She's so fucking crazy. Her dumb ass don't go talk some dude and go and commit adultery on you. Then she want to hide the fact she done did it.
Yeah.
What the fuck is
Yeah,
that?
this is good. Justified because of my feelings.
Right. Oh, I was feeling real bad. I wanted to feel good. You got to think up in you for another man. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not dealing with that. You bitches that's going off in this event of the Lord is going to get y'all destruction. All right. The Lord has been counting all of your fucking actions. All right. You know. So look, brothers. You know, remember, there's a recompense. All right. The Lord's going. He's seeing that it's a righteous thing that He shall recompense them that trouble you. All right. So brothers, keep up. You know, and these women, they say, they think they something. They ain't gonna be nothing in their day. All right?
Like you were saying earlier, like a lot of people just act like, you know, they're all good and stuff. Man, these people are depressed, man. They just walk amongst, you know, people acting like they're happy, but they go home crying, depressed, sad. They can't pay their mortgage. They're a complete mess. They have so much psychological problems. There's a lot of delusional spirits out. So these people are pretending. No, so you can't be fooled like, oh shit, you know, they think they're confident, all that, oh shit, they can come against me. Nah. You're just playing around. Just playing around.
I got a piece for you, brother. Isaiah chapter 2, verse 12. For the day of the Lord Yahweh of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud.
Right. The day of Yahweh, the Lord of armies, is coming against those that are what? The proud. Okay? And like I said, where we at? America. The place that dwelleth without no cares. This place is going to be prime fucking place. A1 for the Lord destruction. Go ahead.
For the day of the Lord Yahweh of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty.
Right. Proud and lofty. As you can see, it's a bunch of proud and lofty people. Yo, shut this up. You know?
Yeah.
A lot of proud and lofty people. Even down to, you know, the OGs thinking they something and shit. You ain't gonna have that shookiness that no more.
No.
All right? You're not gonna have that no more. You thinking just like I did, I served Vietnam or something like that. I done, you know, went through a gunfight or something. I done survived or something. None of that gonna be anything in that day. You ain't got a hedge in you. How about shooting outside? I'm with you. I ain't brother. You ain't nothing. You missing food. You rape food. You army food. You whatever. You gonna be the martyr to the street.
Right.
I mean, nothing. Desolate.
And upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low.
Right. Everybody that's lifted up. You know, of course, exalted in that pride. You know, and the Lord, as He said, what? There's what's that? Proverbs 6 about the Lord hate. Get that real quick. The Lord don't like all that bullshit that's going up right now. You know, all these dumb shit, I don't like none of this, man. There's a bunch of people out here that's playing horrible and stuff, going to arson. This shit all played the fuck out. After the pandemic, I don't want to shop no more.
Yeah.
I want to get the fuck out of here. I want to get the trouble. I want death and destruction and recompense. Go ahead.
Proverbs 6 and 16. These 6 things doeth Yahweh hate.
Yeah, so our Lord should not hate. All right, go ahead.
Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
That is detestable. Go ahead.
A proud look.
A proud look. And like I said, we got all these proud people that come for the king. You know, all happy and proud. Esau walking around and stuff with a smile, and then we rebuke his ass. Oh, then he looking all stupid. But he's still in his heart, he's still proud. The Lord gonna have to bring that down to the spirit of burning, destruction. Go ahead.
A lying tongue.
A lying tongue. The Lord hates liars. Those that bear false witness. Brothers that, of course, that act like they're brothers, but they're really not. All right? They really, of course, what? They try to outward try to be like a brother, but they really not. They got an ulterior motives. Go ahead. Yep. Go ahead.
The hands that shed innocent blood.
Right. Esau has got shed not much innocent blood of the Israelites. That's the island. Perfect. Go ahead.
A heart that devised wicked imaginations.
Right. Thinking not imagining how to, of course, put us in the trap. All right. The Lord hate that. You know, women, they do that. They of course, as they say, they mind their pants and men, their snares and nets. You know what I mean? You know, not doing what? No manipulation. All right. The Lord don't like that. Okay, go ahead.
Feet that be swift in running to mischief.
Right. You know, feet that swift to running in mischief. You know, let me catch a, let me get a lick. Let me hit the lick. And then let me go down and of course here into the streets and stuff and see what I can come up with. All right. Of course you got, like I said, a lot of people scheming and stuff, wanting doing wickedness and stuff. The Lord hates this. This is the chief thing that the Lord hates right here. He's outlining. He ain't leaving you in the dark. He gonna tell you. That's our power. Go ahead.
A false witness that speaketh lies.
A false witness that speaketh lies. The Lord doesn't like a false witness that speaketh lies. All right? He don't like that at all. All right? Go ahead.
And he that soweth discord among brethren.
Right. And those who sow discord among brethren, there's a lot of guys that got spiritual, trying to push their brothers to go against each other, false accusations, But look, the Lord, of course, he told you to lose you. He set you up to receive what it is. The Lord's going to bring that judgment. All right? So now go back to where we at now. Time to take the trouble. Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, and then make sure you get the Psalms 123. Yep, so go ahead. Yep, Psalms 123.
Yeah, this is Psalms 110 and 3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power.
Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. All right, it's gonna be so powerful. Like I said, you see people they don't want to walk past.
It's called a fucking pussy.
Right. Power. You know what I mean? You got this woman leading him, and then he walking right behind him. The woman she got the power. He walking behind her, holding his shoulder and stuff. You supposed to be the fucking one going into a damn tussle with the Lord. No, she is. You know, see them times when the doors bust open, and she gonna jump behind you, and you bitch up, and y'all both get out. That's how it's gonna be. Men gonna be a thing, right? That's what it is. All right, keep going. What?
In the beauties of holiness.
Right. So it's like read that again.
Psalms 110 and 3, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power.
So thy people are going to be willing in the day of thy power. Like I said, I always go into the history, like how was it, the prophets of Baal? They had I forget what was that Lishar, with they had that Elijah, and when he was like bring that
Pour more water?
Yeah.
I was just thinking about the spirit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
If you can get it,
I can't remember what that's on.
You know what I mean? Because you gonna see like it take our people are stubborn, right? They wrestle they hard headed and stuff. They hard headed. All right? They gotta see something. Like, seeing it, they want to see it in breathing. You got it?
Hold on, so I gotta oh man, I wanted to read that too.
It's a good story, to go with, because this links with this right here, the people being willing. Because when you go into it, they're gonna give themselves a willing and voluntary, willing sacrifice, a peaceful sacrifice, all right? Because they see the power that they have outside you. You being a prophet, you being a man of the Lord. You, of course, the Lord told you to lift up the standard, you, all right? To put yours in flight, all right? They're coming against you. The Lord saving you. All right? We y'all got it.
Maybe the moment. And I really like it says that a lot of things were to all the people. And how long have
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead, brother.
Second Ezra 16 and 33. The virgin shall mourn having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn having no husbands.
Right. They're going to mourn. They're going to be sad having no husband, not having no man. Defend. Go ahead.
The daughter shall mourn having no helpers.
Right. Daughters, they ain't got no brothers, no sisters, none of that. All right. The Lord don't have any mercy on the whole lot of them. All right. You read the first thing got to out of Ezekiel the 9th chapter. Telling the angel, have no pity. Say old and young. Even maids. All right. Go ahead.
In the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine.
Right. A lot of these dudes, if you see, they ain't gonna have no food to eat because they got the famine. You see, right now they got a what? Yeah, you got you got a lot of these different like shortage, food shortages, supply chain and disruption. You have of course he doing things to destroy the actual crops. All right, all that, and the Lord actually behind it all. You got locusts eating up all the different things. All right, you got of course different storms of wind that hit over here, the rain belt and stuff, which destroyed a lot of the different forests. All right, hey, soy. The Lord's been working a lot. So, like I said, these scriptures, you're going to see why they really say what they say, and that the Lord really mean what he say. All right? He mean what he mean. He got it. All right, Lord?
This is First Kings 18 and 21.
Right.
And Elijah came unto all the people and said, How long halt ye between two opinions? If Yahweh be God, follow him.
Right.
But
and it tells you about going to the faint-hearted and those who go two ways and such. The Lord says that a double-minded man is unstable in his ways. You gotta either serve Yahweh Shah, or you're not serving anything. All right, you're serving the idols. That's gonna lead to destruction. Serve the Lord thy God and him only. Go ahead.
if Yahweh be God, follow him.
Right.
But if Baal, then follow him.
Or the devil. Go ahead.
And the people answered him not in word. Then said Elijah unto the people, even I only remain a prophet of Yahweh, but Baal's prophets are 450 men.
Right.
Let them therefore give us 2 bullocks, and let them choose 1 bullock themselves, and cut it in pieces, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under, and I would dress the other bullock, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under. And call ye on the names of your gods, and I'll call on the name of Yahweh, and the God that answereth by fire, let him be God.
Right. You're going to see. So he set the stage. He's like, look, man, I'm show you how much you now shot. All right, you're going to show me, of course, your power. Not the devil, Satan. All right? Let's see who the real power is. All right? Go.
And all the people answered and said, It is well spoken. And Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal, Choose you 1 bullock for yourselves, and dress it first. For ye are many, and call on the name of your gods, but put no fire under.
Right.
And they took the bullock which was given them, and they dressed it, and called on the name of Baal from morning even unto noon.
Yeah, so they were sitting there chanting, doing their thing and stuff with the left hand. All right? Just imagine that. A bunch of them, it was like at least 400 of them. Right, 450 of them. Imagine them all day, calling out, bringing that intimidation and stuff, trying to rouse up that demon, the spirit, of course, this act. Go ahead.
From morning even unto noon, saying, O Baal, hear us. But there was no voice, nor any that answered. And they leaped upon the altar which was made, and it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them.
Right, so, look, ain't nothing he claimed to say, not at all. Real quick, also hold on back, the letter of Jeremiah? It's in the Apocrypha, and hold that on deck like around 12. All right, but keep reading the story, but we can mock them, because look, a lot of these people, like I said, they call them these demons and stuff in the time, of course, of Jacob's trouble. Of course, the Lord gonna put out all these different various idols. You're not gonna, of course, the power that they thought they had, it's not gonna come and manifest itself. All right? Yahweh Shah, him alone gonna be exalted in that day. Also, these apparitions gonna come and that's torment these people too, man. They're gonna turn their backs on them. Yeah, kind. What you got?
No, the precept you call for.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Salah Baruch, chapter 6, verse 12. Yet cannot these gods save themselves from the rust and the moth, though they be covered with purple raiment.
Yeah, go ahead, keep going.
Salaki, I'm losing my sight. Salaki, you let me pick it up. I can't get it on my phone.
Baruch 6.
Yes, I wouldn't remember how you slip around.
That was.
Like verse 36.
But they say, that goes to show you that there's only one true living power. When you go into this story right here, that the Lord had raised Elijah, right? Elijah and showed the people that listen, you worshiping the wrong power, and those power like I was trying to read it because I lost sight. I'm trying to see it, but it says yet cannot these gods save them from the rust and moth, though they be covered with purple raiment?
Right. Yeah, they just, like I said, they just made up imaginations. People make up this stuff. You know, they try to make it royal, they try to make it splendor, you know? And it ain't nothing. They can't save. They're not your all about shit now shot. All right? Yeah.
You know about Shimei Shah controls both sides, right?
Yeah.
Controls the right side and the left side.
That's
Yeah,
right.
so all these demons are straight up submitting under the Lord.
Yeah.
The scripture says that even the demon, even the devils tremble. So it's talking about the demons are 1% submitted. Alright, so there's no power but Yahweh. That's right. That's right. It's not like they're on their own accord, you know, like some people go get a familiar spirit and come against it. No.
Keep going back in that the story.
Yeah, back in 1 Kings 18 and 27. And it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them and said, "Cry aloud, for he is a god, either he is talking,
Right.
or
You know, like he was mocking them the whole time. Like, look,
Where you
what's
at?
up with these idols? What's going on? Like, there's nothing going on. What's popping? Real quick, read that back in the book, the 36th verse. If you can.
Six and 36?
Yeah. You could even start at verse 4.
Luke 6 and
Yeah.
Yeah, you start at verse 34.
verse 34.
Yep.
Whether it be evil that one doeth unto them, or good, they are not able to recompense it.
All right.
They can neither set up a king nor put him down.
Keep going.
In like manner, they can neither give riches nor money, though a man make a vow unto them and keep it not, they will not require it.
Yep, keep going.
They can save no man from death,
Right?
Neither
God is going to save no man from death. Especially if you're the Lord. Keep going.
neither deliver the weak from the mighty. They can't restore a blind man in his sight, nor help any man in his distress.
Right. See? You know? Like I said, these dudes is, trying to call out their God. They ain't do nothing. He getting mocked by, of course, Elijah. All right? Keep going.
Verse 38, they can show no mercy to the widow, nor do good to the fatherless. Their gods are wood, and which are overlaid with gold and silver, are like the stones that have been woven out of the mountain. They that worship them shall be confounded.
Right. And we read the account of that. Keep reading down the account.
God. Back in 1 Kings,
I got one precept for you,
Oh,
brother.
sorry, go ahead.
Just one point. Isaiah chapter 44, verse 6. Thus said the Lord, King of Israel, and his Redeemer, the Lord of hosts. I am the first and I am the last, and beside me there's no God.
Right. Yeah, speak on that.
Oh, yeah, like the brother, the point is that in this story, these other false prophets, they was praying to some deity that didn't do nothing to the bullock and the wood. And when you go deeper into the story, you're gonna keep reading that. That's just so dope. That what Elijah said, he said, pour water on it.
Yeah.
He said, no, drown it.
Right.
No, don't stop. It's like, yeah, we know it, brother.
Yeah, back when they count it's a lot. 1 Kings 18:27. And it came to pass that at noon that Elijah mocked them and said, cry aloud, for he is a god. Either he is talking, or he is pursuing, or he's on a journey, or peradventure he's sleeping.
Right.
Sleeping.
He's mocking him like, man, where he at? Sleeping? Where he on? He on a business trip or something?
Yeah.
What is it? Where he at? Where is that? Where is the at? He called. Y'all been calling on him. He on.
And must be awakened. And they cried aloud and cut themselves.
Yeah, wickedness, giving a sacrifice by blood. All right, it tells you, of course, these Israelites, it tells us not to make any penance in our flesh.
Yep.
All right? So you see, our people been doing some wicked shit. This is an encounter. Go ahead.
And they cried aloud and cut themselves after their manner with knives and lancets till the blood gushed out upon them.
Yeah, so just imagine a whole company of Israelites. They cutting up themselves, they calling on this God and stuff. This shit ain't happening. Keep going.
And it came to pass, when midday was past, and they prophesied until the time of the offending of the evening, offer, it's like evening sacrifice, that day was neither voice, nor any to answer, nor any that regarded.
All right, so they God, they deity, Baal, Satan, ain't answering. All right? This proves these idols are nothing but dumb objects. They can't speak. Okay, they can't say. All right? You're not the true power. Keep going.
And Elijah said unto all the people, come near unto me. And all the people came near unto him. And he repaired the altar of Yahweh that was broken down.
All right, so he set it up and everything. He set up his motherfucking stuff, all right? We let y'all talk to this. Let me show you how it's done. Let me show you what the real power is. Right here, go ahead.
And Elijah took 12 stones according to the number of the tribes of the sons of Jacob, unto whom the word of Yahweh came, saying, Israel shall be thy name.
Right, Israel. You know all about Yahweh Shem Shai. The Lord's inheritance. Keep going.
And the stones he built an altar in the name of Yahweh.
All for Yahweh Shem Shai. So when we do our power, all and everything is only for Yahweh Shem Shai, nothing else. All right? Go ahead.
And he made a trench about the altar as great as would contain 2 measures of seed. And he put the wood in order and cut the bullock in pieces and laid him on the wood and said, fill 4 barrels with water and pour it on the burnt sacrifice.
Right, a burnt sacrifice. Because look, you gotta call out this fire, but he's like, look, make sure y'all say with water. It ain't gonna light, right? You know, mocking at them. Keep going.
And on the wood, and he said, do it the second time.
Put some more, put a double on this, shouldn't you? All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
And they did it for the second time.
Go ahead.
And he said, do it the 3rd time. And
Man, put it on there again, man. Let's go. Drown it. Go ahead.
And they said, and they did it the 3rd time. And the water ran round about the altar, and he filled the trench also with water. And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, then Elijah the prophet came near and said, Yahweh of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel, let it be known this day
Right, let
that
them know. Let these people know. All right? Keep going.
and of Israel let it be known this day
This day, right now.
that thou art God
Yeah, you the power. Yahweh Shem Shai. Go ahead.
in Israel,
In Israel, in this nation. Remember, these is Israelites over here that they was going on worshiping other God, doing the harlots. Go ahead, keep going.
And that I am thy servant.
In that I'm thy servant. Right. Elijah being a servant of Yahweh Shem Shai. The Lord, he inclines his ear to his servants. That's what we pray always. Keep going.
And that I have done all these things at thy word.
At thy word. All right? It ain't about our own power. It's by Yahweh Shem Shai word. All right? Through Yahweh Shem Shai, which is his power. All right? Exactly. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 37, hear me, O Yahweh, hear me, that this people may know that thou art Yahweh of power.
Alright, so answer, I you know, coming up forth in a what? A humble spirit, okay? We want the Lord to be our request. That's what he's doing. Keep on.
Thou art the Lord God, and that thou hast turned thy heart back again. Then the fire of Yahweh fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice.
They consumed that fire. It was drenched in water, man. What's this? This is a miracle right here. It's a miracle. Go ahead.
Consumed the burnt sacrifice and the wood and the stones and the dust and licked up the water that was in the trench.
Man, we could all out, all fire, man. It's got burnt it all up. You know? Everything is clear, it's fire, burnt, and it's a sacrifice of Yahweh Shem Shai. And this is a testimony that Yahweh Shem Shai is out. Go ahead.
Verse 39.
That's what our people gotta see. Keep going.
And when all the people saw it, they fell on their faces and said,
Right.
Yahweh is the God, Yahweh is the God.
Right. How is the power? How is the power? Keep going.
And Elijah said unto them, take the prophets of Baal, let not one of them escape. And they took them, and Elijah brought them down to the brook Kishon and slew them there.
They got put to death for what? Idolatry. Okay? You ain't getting escaping unscathed. Okay? Go and show you, like I say, the Lord showed his power, and also he showed a judgment in that. Okay? So that's another reason to fear the Lord. Now give that Psalms 110.
They all got lined up and they all got his chopped off. Took a little while to do it, but a little while. I got hung right up with the head.
Yeah. I got a precept for
I
you,
took
brother.
a couple hours trying to do it.
I got a precept for you real fast, brother. Hosea chapter 13.